how do you see China as a stock market in terms of investment opportunity?
So China, I have not bought any after I sold US. But before I had bought these Alibaba and Tencent Music and all that. अब वो लड़ाई हो रही है, but otherwise China के stocks बड़े cheap हैं और वो है भी hero. You see, China otherwise there is not that it can come. The latest story is that next week Huawei will release new chips to compete with Nvidia. मतलब master है. So if you see like that, they are incredibly cheap, incredibly innovative, and 10 साल से stock चले, बीच में चले और अब वो थोड़े बहुत correct भी हो गए, although still I think 5-6% होना कोई गलत बात नहीं. So in our global fund we have I think 7-8%. वो recently नहीं चले मतलब last month में, but otherwise ठीक थे मोटा माटी, not so bad also because we bought them only middle of last year. If you saw, for example, Alibaba type names, which is how I bought it, you see 10-year actual performance of the company at that time. That means 10-year sales growth, 10-year profit growth. So I forget the unit, but sales growth was some 8-10 times in 10 years and profit growth was some 15 times. Profit itself was some 15 times. And the stock performance was zero for 10 years. So हमने कहा ठीक है यार, किसी नंबर आ जाएगा, हमें क्या पता क्या होगा. And then the Chinese system or president became कि चलो ठीक है, we are not going after these tech billionaires, and he had meetings with all these guys, and then slowly God knows what happened, and then they went up, and then again they have corrected a little bit. But I think China can be owned. Just as like in India, you will buy some very beaten up name saying यार वैसे company तो profit या किसी चल जाएगी, अपना वो चल जाती है value वाले. So that way it should be held.
Domestic IT.
For example, BYD. Now nobody allows BYD to their country anymore, but BYD is still a BYD, and if nothing else, it is allowed in China, and it is BAP of the world. तो जिस कंट्री में भी आप मौका देते हो उसमें पहुंच जाता है बेचारा, और बड़ी हाई उसकी. जैसे in Singapore, I think all the Chinese guys' market share has become, I forget, some 40% or something, because they don't restrict कि जिसने आना है. एंड चाइना में ऑफ कोर्स. सो ऐसे मतलब हैं कंपनीज वहां पे जो आपको लगेगा कि वेरी गुड, एंड देन सी हाउ इट इवॉल्व्स.